Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesome Calls Trading Live Recap Webinar. It is about 11:30 on the Pacific time. I want to just take a moment out and, you know, Good Friday's coming up, and I just wanted to say thank you to Janny Moore, one of the great moderators in our room, and I want to thank Darkside. Um, I really want to just say just how appreciative I am of the both of you and what you do to this room, especially when I go on break. And of course, I love Fire and Raphael, but when you guys take over the mic, you continue to give guidance and give ideas and things like that. And I'm really just very, very grateful, and just want you to know that. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Just wanted to say thank you and a shout out to you guys and all the mods in here too. Dave the Trader and Palmer, who comes in part time. And I also want to just kind and of course B Trades, and I just want to also give a shout out to some of you traders in here that are really working hard. Traders like Ali, Liana. We all know Liana, you know, comes in here and just knocks it out of the park. Try to hit her goal every day. Ollie Biggs, we watch him all the time, and he's inspiring. He does his webinars today. He's up over almost $300 on a $500 account. I mean, how inspiring is that? And remember, a couple of days ago, he was down on himself, and we brought him back. Look at Noel. Last in January, he had a couple of bad, shitty months. Look at January, he lost 800. Came back strong. Now he's green every morning. Um, it goes to show you that, you know, Christian, who's just a mad dog, 007, is very consistent. Christian is just this he's off the hook. His name is Solo. I mean, he's off the hook. I mean, every day he's striving to be the very best he can, making money, you know? And what I love about Christian is the fact he's overcoming whatever demons he had, and just staying focused. I mean, he made over $2,500 on that I believe it was an Apple trade, I think it was, or something like that he did. Um, I'm really impressed just with the overall what I'm seeing in the room today. Earnings season truly has begun. Okay, it has begun, and Netflix was the start of it all. And Netflix has been nothing but a whipsaw. I mean, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But every day, I mean, for the next 2 or 3 months, you're going to have just solid opportunities. And you have to understand, as more companies come into IPO, like tomorrow, we have some really, we have Pine coming online tomorrow, and another one that's coming on. Um, what was the name of the other one? There's two of them coming tomorrow. They're pretty big ones. I forgot the other one, the other name, but they're coming online tomorrow. Let me see what it was. Hold on. Yeah, Pine and Zoom. And I think Zoom's going to be a solid winner on that. Um, but overall, traders, just the opportunities are going to be coming at you, and the range of stock is just going to be coming at you. And what I mean by range is you're going to have opportunities to make 5, 10, 15, 20 points. Um, so, um, 8 points, 6 points, 7 points, because these stocks are already priced. I mean, look at Netflix today. You literally went from 370 all the way to, you know, 350. I mean, this is just insane. We called a short in pre-market to go and take it down to 365. Boy, were we. And it did bounce almost off the 365 to the T. I mean, it caught some, and then it just, I mean, a seller came in and he was done. And, but wow, just the opportunities that the market's giving. So I'm going to go over a couple plays. I'm going to recap this crisp. Okay. Yesterday, the stock was sitting at $40 a share. if you all remember up here. And I said to short Crisp, it was on my pre-market notes to short Crisp yesterday. I told everyone that the stock will gap fill to 37 and under. I wanted it to be done yesterday, but okay, sometimes it doesn't always happen that day. But let me tell you something. I know Crisp, and if there's anything you can ask about me, um, and know is just that I really know these particular stocks and how they trade out and what they do and how what a news event does to a stock. And I know once the nostalgia wears off, what the stock will do. I was so adamant, and I said it in the webinar, this should be a $37 stock. And I even said, if you listen to yesterday's webinar, this should actually go down tomorrow, 37 and under. And look at crisps today. I mean, so we're going to do a 2-day chart on this and post this because this is worthy to understand what I see. And if you look, the minute the market opened, if you had still stayed 40, 50 short, look where it hit, 37 and under. You see that? And I saw this yesterday. All right. And it actually hit 35. So, and it bounced off of that. I'm really impressed with this stock. The other stock that we did today was Jemiah. Now, Jemiah had a run. I mean, it had an amazing run. And I was I've been playing it for the last couple of days. I started here, as you can tell, 3 days ago, and I popped it here. I bought it again. I popped it here yesterday, and this morning I did it again. Today, the stock was literally, as you can see, was gapping up. You see, it had closed after hours. It made a run to 40, 47, 48. An incredible run, mind you, and it's still gapped up. And so what I thought was going to happen at the opening or pre-market was we're going to get a pop to 50 area, and then we were going to get a pull to 44. I saw 44 in my when I was laying this chart out. I said, this is going to probably pull to 44, and when it does, what we're going to do is we're going to bounce it back up to 49 to 50. And if you look at my pre-market notes, I really went after this stock today. I was really adamant what I wanted. Jemiah is our number one pick. I want a short 50. You see that? I want a short 50, and I want to take it down to $44 a share, and I want to bounce it back to 50. I just wanted to get in there, ram it, slam it, jam it, make my money, get out of it. That's what I wanted. And I felt very, very strongly the stock would do that. And I just want you to see the outcome of the trade. It was a wonderful trade, a great setup. And as you can see, the stock pulled at the open, and look where it stopped. Look where it stopped, $44 a share. And then, bam, like clockwork, and it hit 49.79. Now that, my friends, is a trade. And now we are done with it. As a fact, everyone was asking about this. AJ, can we go long the stock at 44.50? I did it. I bounced it myself right here, live in the room, and I bounced it right here to here. And then once it failed again, I said, if it breaks the 44, it's gone. Don't go long anymore. It's done. And the stock should end up fading right back to $28, $30 a share. And as you can tell, the stock just has not gained any ground. Nobody's interested in it. It's over now. I'm done with it. I will not play it again for maybe 3 months till the next earnings report. I'm officially finished with the stock. Okay? So that's how I played it for the last 2 or 3 days. And you won't see it on my list anymore. The next stock we had, oh, let me tell you about this one. This was a beauty. Pre-market, I got in, I went short. I mean, there was just Qualcomm just under 81 to short this morning. Now, Qualcomm had exquisite news yesterday as Raphael and Darkside presented that that Apple was leaning off of their what do you call it, their lawsuit. They're going to dismiss it, which is huge news. But what made it more huge was Apple made a comment this morning that they were going to continue to buy chips from Qualcomm going forward. Okay. You want a game changer in a company? You want a game changer? That. Imagine Apple coming to your business and saying, you know what, I want to buy all your chips. And they say your computer, like let's say you're AMD. I want to buy everything from you here going forward. Do you think AMD is going to be a $30 stock? It'd be 60 just on a halt. Are you kidding me right now? It would be just incredible. And so, in this case, Qualcomm just ran and ran and ran. Now, yesterday I was kind of thinking around the 70, 75 area. It would pull. Today it gapped up. Then the CEO came on CNBC and it started to really give a push. And I went short $81 this morning. And I was telling the chat room, I want 79. So here's where I went in right here. And I wanted, I told everyone go short 81. And what it gave us, it gave you two opportunities to get the 81 fills. So you could have, if you just set your limit order, because you can't do market orders in pre-market, and put a limit order, you would have got filled. Let me tell you something, 250, 300 shares getting filled on that, it was worth the 1 point risk. Because this has gone, and B of A came out with a nice price target increase. So I basically, based off that B of A $88 price target, we were pretty damn close to it at 81. So I said, you know what? I want to short it at 81, looking for a 2 point pull. Let it pop back up pre-market to 81 to 82. If it comes, scale in short and take it down to 75. I feel the stock should settle around 75. And if you look, the stock, the initial short we did went from 81 to 78 for 3 points. And then the second one went from 82 down to 77, 76.50. So not bad. Two opportunities, two great trades, Qualcomm. And I never once in my whole idea, if you look at this, never once told anyone in the room to long the stock. The whole stock on this was a bias to short the stock, never to long the stock. Okay? I'm going to show you another one. I love Roku. I love Roku. Write that down. I love Roku. And I know how to trade Roku probably better than any trader in the world. I have Roku down to a science. And I shit you not when I tell you that. So today, Roku's gapping up because Netflix was gapping up, right? Netflix was running because it's a streamlined service, so Roku was gapping up. But that doesn't mean Roku did really anything to it. He was just gapping up. I wanted to short the stock. All right. So I was looking for any pop at the open. It's a short opportunity. So I told everyone if you get into 59 or 59.50, lean into it short and gap fill it. Pull back to actually this was not 59.25 when I was writing it. It was 57. I believe 58.25. That's what I was trying to roll. I can't change it now, but everybody kind of knew what I was doing on it, and I wanted to short the stock. And Ali Biggs took it. Everyone understood it, and I'll show you. It was going to gap fill for sure right here to yesterday's close, but it ended up just dumping. I mean, I have never seen a dumpathon so beautiful as, you know, and you know what it did? It followed Netflix. And so what I did on Netflix, so this one just basically I gave you 59. I said give it room to 60 or 59.50, add to it, and just wallop it. I mean, literally, if you took 200 shares, you nailed 3 points. And literally, look at this in 11 minutes. I mean, talk about a wonderful trade. 15, 20 minutes, you're $1,400, $1,500 in the money. It's because we knew where the stock was going to go, just like Netflix. Now, Netflix was running way too much. There was no actual reason for this. I mean, actually, their subscription base was actually coming down. But for whatever reason, and I don't know exactly, to me, it was just algorithms just pushing it up. But it was a short for me at 373, at 370, and take it down. I was eyeing 365 on the pullback, but by the time it got done, it pretty much came down to 355. So if you stayed with it, there was no reason to go long the 365 because it just continued to pull down. This was a short covering here, here, and here, and then yanked again and broke the 363 leg and just completely came down. Great short opportunities this morning in the room on the stock. Netflix again, we made this number, I believe this was number 10. Short 373, room to 375. Take it to 360 and under. I actually gave it to 360 and under, and the stock hit, and right now is at 350. So here's the 360. I was aiming right here. right there, 360 and under. So I don't know if you want to give me full credit for this few demise, but I mean, either way, it gave an opportunity to nail it short. I was really impressed with that trade. I really was. Um, Another one we're kind of working on right now is Holly. It's a slow one. Um, I got a few traders still stuck in it right now, short off to 21.50. I got this thing coming down to $19.25, I believe. 19.25, I think I said. It's a small cap stock. It's Holly. I looked at it. They withdrew their ATM offering. I want to gap fill back to 19.25, take short 21. So this is a basic $1.75 trade for everyone in the room, 1 to 2 points. It's a nothing trade for us. For everybody else, it's videos, webinars, DVDs, 99.99, just to show how it was done. It's fucking stupid. Um. Anyway, let me give you another one. What do I want to do? Uh, Intel. And we're shorting Intel today. KSU, Boeing, United. Okay, let's do United Airlines and let's do KSU. Now, none of you ever traded KSU ever, and you probably never will. But this is an earnings play, okay? And KSU was gapping up. They had pretty good numbers today. So what I did is I looked at the stock and I read the report, and I got in the room and I read the report, and I saw where it closed around the 118.20 area. So, and I saw that when the earnings came out, see right here, you see that 118, 119 right there. And so what I did is I told the chat room, I want to long the stock today, but before I do, I want to short the stock and I want to gap fill it to 118.50 and bottom curl it and go long. I feel like the stock will have a nice run in it, back up to about pre-market highs of 123. So I told everyone in the chat room on KSU, and not a lot of people traded it, but I said, look, if it pops to 122 or more, scale in, get it short, gap fill it to 118.50, and then bottom curl and go long on it. The more, if it pulls right at the open, the same area, go long on it. Either way, you're going to go from 118.50 to 123 or more. And you see that? Again, I'm giving range. I'm giving you an entry, an exit, what to look for, and the why. All right, so here we go. Really a magnificent trade if you took it. All right, here's the short. Again, it's an earnings play. Now you're going to get these every day for the next 3 months. Every single day, I'm going to nail these. But I got to read. You got to let me read the report. I got to read the report because I got to look what it's saying. Is it reaffirming guidance? Is it issuing new guidance? What is the story? And I've got to be able to read the report. Once I read the report, I can tell you where the stock's going to go. Now, if they had given upside guidance and blown out the doors, then the stock would be at 127 before you can get a short. But when you reaffirm guidance or guidance is still in line, you're going to get a gap fill. So hence, I want to ding, 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 ding. I want you to short the stock at 122, as I said, right there, and pull it down to 118.50, hit 119, and then long the all day, went all the way back up to 123. Beautiful call, isn't it? And here it hit 122 to 123. 122, 123. Okay. And then the next one, the last one for today that I'm going to show you, United Airlines. Now this one, Awesomecalls Trading.com has a reputation of conference calls. We have this reputation that we know how to play conference calls. It's who we are. It's kind of like a little identity in a sense. We have so many identities. We're bio, we're small cap, we're micro cap, we're earning players, we're analyst callers. I mean, but what I love the most is teaching a trader to short a stock into a call and then long the call. And I want you to see a perfect example of short into the call, whatever it pops to, just short into the call. Call starts, go long the call. All right, so let's take a look at the setup first. All right, so we see it's gapping up United Airlines. Pretty good earnings, well done, well received. Wall Street loves it. So we had it popping up through 89. So I told everyone in the chat room, take short. United Airlines tends to fill some of their gaps. So I want you to short the 89 to 90 area. I wanted the stock to come down to 85.50 if it could, um, and then a long back to the upside move. Then within, I think, 20 minutes later, I saw the call coming up because I started writing this at 10 minutes to 6, and I saw the call coming up. And that's when I told everybody, just short into the call, long the call. Short into the call, long the call. And I want you to see. Now, why would you long a conference call? Well, the stock has already had a nice run, correct? So you already had a good run in it. Now you want profit taking to kick in, and so you got to have some, assuming some profit taking is going to kick in before the CEO. Now, when the CEO gets on the telephone, let me kind of explain this to you. When he gets on the phone, he wants to talk about how great his company did. He wants to exude that investor confidence to give him a higher, because these analysts that are listening to him, now think like that, think like an analyst, that are interacting with him and saying, okay, Mr. CEO, what do you see projecting in the next 6 months? He goes, well, if we do this, our fleet's going to do this. We got new ports coming up, things that we haven't even mentioned in the written report. And we're actually going to explode even way beyond, but I can't get into that, so to speak, until da 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 da. You see that? What's that do? B of A sitting there on the phone going, what the fuck did he just say? Can you repeat that, sir? Uh, JP Morgan, what the fuck did that motherfucker just say? This is a $120 stock. And immediately analysts are starting to pick it up. They're calling their guys, hey, buy another 100,000 shares, buy 1.2 million shares, get in there. I mean, they're doing what they got to do. Okay. So United Airlines was a short, gap fill, and buy into the call. So here you go. Ding, 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 ding. Here's your short, 89 to 90, hit 89.73, and take it down into the call. Short into the call. Look at the call. 10 minutes after he spoke, slammed it right back up to 89 a share. You see that? Okay. Now, I'm going to close out with CSX. Now, a lot of people bailed on this trade, and this is a crisp. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to do a chart on this one today. I'm going to do it probably tomorrow because the stock's going to come all the way down to 77. One thing you have to understand about CSX, it's a railroad company, okay? And they have a lot of back holders that have been holding a very, very, very long time. But when the market's popping up 175 points pre-market, and it's pushing, and they had decent to fair earnings, all right, CSX is going to take a lot longer before it starts to come down in gap fill. It is the way of the trade. It's unfortunate, but what I have found more than ever in day traders, especially in this spoiled room, because we all spoiled, let's face it, nobody has patience for this shit. They just really don't. They either make their money in 5 minutes or fuck it, they don't want to trade the stock. And sometimes when I put it on a list, it takes all day. And it's so hard to just tell a trader, just stay in there, because a trader won't. He won't stay in there because he's so used to making 500, 600, 400, 300 in a blink. And of course, it's easy when they watch me do it because I'm constantly going in a trade, out of trade, in a trade, out of trade, in, out, out, out. And I'm making, because I love to get my money quick. But I have a lot of solid traders in here that they were willing to wait all day long. And they'll buy the puts and they'll just kind of wait. Well, CSX is one of those. Now, CXS is a short. There's no long in the stock. I don't want a long in it. It's a short. So I said, look, this is gapping up. I would start taking short here at 79.40, give it room to 80 to add, and take it down to 76.50 and under. Okay? That's what I want. CSX typically will gap fill before legging up. It's just the way it is. There's no long in the stock. I never said long the stock. And I never will say long the stock because this will need to gap fill. But before it does, it's going to cap off. It's going to go, it's going to do its little, you know. But once it starts its descent, it'll just be an all day fader. And if you're going to play earnings, you have to learn to be patient with this stuff. So I'm glad that today we're starting out on a Wednesday on, you know, April 17th. We're getting started because I want everyone that listens to these webinars and everyone in the room to realize, hey, some of this shit takes all day. And at the end of the day, AJ is going to hit his mark. Okay? And I want 76.50. That's what I want. Okay? So it's going to take a while. And I want you to see just how slow CSX is. It's like it's trained, just slow. Right? Once it breaks 78.70, look at all you have to go fill. And that's where my target is right there. If the Dow was red and down 100 points, this stock would already be at 78 and then into close go to 77. So watch tomorrow on this chart when I present it to you. Okay, I have a feeling tomorrow's going to be red. The market's going to probably open up red tomorrow. So a lot of people will not be here. It's Good Friday on Friday, so a lot of people take off. All right, so I want you to keep a look, keep an eye. We do have a couple IPOs coming out, Zoom and Pine. People are asking me my opinion on Pine. I will not touch Pine. I will not touch Pine. Pine to me is a lift. It goes in the category of Snap. You may differ from me. That's fine. You have your opinion. The one I like is Zoom. I think Zoom, if the price is right, will do all right. All right, but I don't like Pine. All right, it's a fad, and something will replace it. I mean, I'm just not into Pine, and I know it's oversubscribed and everybody wants it. It's all hyped. Remember Lyft? They need a lift. So, okay. All right. So that is today's webinar. I want to thank you for joining me and joining us in this great room. Again, I want to say a shout out to the great Dark Side who runs the great uh, the Discord room as well. And I'm really happy. I'm happy he takes over the room. He's got his own webinar that he's also doing. He's promoting in the room as well. And I want to thank Janny Moore. I mean, Janny has just been sensational. He's been here almost 6 years. He's family. He's like a brother to me. And both of them get on the mic and they talk and they keep people enthused. But they're also finding trades for you. Because for me, I need a little breather. I got to breathe a little bit because I got to keep the energy level up in the room. I got to keep everyone happy. I got to keep finding trades and ideas because a lot of people come in. Not everybody can come in the morning. Part-timers come in the afternoon. They want to get a trade. They want to get a trade off. They want to look at what's going on, what's happening, any swing ideas, anything going on, anything moving. So uh, I thought our list was pretty good. Jemiah did work pretty good. Holly's working nice. CGC is a 70 buy rating. Go long at 42.25. The stock hit 43.25 for a point. That was on point. Roku did what I wanted. Intel gapped. We did a short. I wanted 57. It hit 58.20. So on the short, Qualcomm was perfect. CSX is working now. KSU is perfect. Domino's Pizza. This was the bad one. This one did not work today. Netflix worked. 373 short. Boeing worked, 381 short. No, 385 short to 380, and it ended up 377. And UAL worked. So out of the list of 12, Domino's Pizza did not work today. So I would think I am 92% accurate today on my calls. Okay, so not a bad day. And you'll all see CSX by the end of the day, and then you'll all kind of sit back and go, okay, I get it now. Okay, so that is today's Live Cap webinar. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.